Hi, my name is Sophia, and this is my interview. So I guess I'll just get started. My first question is, what steps do you think you will take to achieve your career goal? Well, I'm hoping to get into this program and then later graduate, as well as taking other courses in criminology, maybe pursuing a degree in forensic science. That's something I'm also quite passionate about. So I'm on the fence of also doing that. I was thinking about doing a dual degree, but we don't offer that at Capilano. So right now I really want to just start with my acting courses because I love acting so much. But I would also like to get another degree in criminology and forensic science and have both careers. So I want to be able to have a stable job as a forensic scientist, and then on the side do acting and theater and writing, and doing something I'm very passionate about those things. So that's my goal, is to do forensic science and then also acting at the same time. So yeah, that's how I plan on achieving my goals, is to get a degree in both. Whether it's at Capilano or at SFU, because they do have a good program in forensic science. So still on the fence of where I'm gonna go for my forensic science degree, but I do know for sure I want to pursue theater. So yeah. Next question is, what is your best and most personal memory from childhood? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go with my dad. I have this one memory of my dad. He left when I was in like 12. But before that, he was quite sick. He had schizophrenia, and he was unmedicated, and he would self-medicate, which would make things worse, and I don't really have a lot of good memories of him. Actually, most of my memories are quite bad. But before he really kind of hit rock bottom, I do remember a time when he was somewhat himself. And I have this one good memory of him. It was when we lived in White Rock. I was really, really young. And we used to have dance parties in the morning. We would, every morning, especially Sundays, we would just turn on music and we would dance. And I remember one day I kind of jumped inside of a blanket and he wrapped me up in a giant blanket sack, and he threw me over his shoulder. And I remember having so much fun because he was acting like he was Santa Claus and I was the presents. And the blanket, we still have this blanket. We have, it had little holes in it. So it was also a really sunny day that day. So it had light shining through the holes. And I remember being inside the blanket with a whole bunch of really pretty lights, because it was a red blanket. So it was really red, kind of yellowy lights. And I remember laughing. I remember him laughing and him being happy. Which is one of the last times he was. But I guess I have to go with that because it's the only one I really have of him, and you gotta cherish those memories. So yeah, that's my favorite childhood personal memory. And oh no, sorry, I have a whole bunch of questions behind me. Oh, okay, I have a whole bunch of questions behind me, and my computer just kind of died. So I got it back now. So the next question is, what are you curious about outside of acting performing? Well, I already talked a little bit about it. I'm interested in forensic science, but I'm also interested in writing. I love writing, a lot of screenwriting. I love books. I love crime books. But I also like working with children or people with higher needs. I used to actually work at a summer camp where I used to teach drama to children with higher needs, and I actually work as a hospice worker part-time during school, although I haven't been doing it much lately because of COVID, but we do Zoom every week. I work with this lovely girl. Her name's, I probably shouldn't tell you her name, but she's really sweet, and we make little YouTube videos together, and my job is pretty much to, get her out and about, keep her active. So I love working with kids with higher needs, also incorporating theater into that. As I said, I used to teach theater at a summer camp. So that's also some other things that I'm interested in. And the next question is, are there any restrictions that would affect your physical development? Well, I do have a weak immune system. I haven't been diagnosed with anything, but I get sick very easily, and when I get sick, I stay sick for a long time. So I'm a bit nervous. My family is more or less more nervous for the fall, for when I have to go in transit on the bus and then on the C bus to get to Capilano, because I live downtown. So I'm a bit nervous about that because of all the germs and the classroom sizes, as well as the precautions that will happen to try to control the virus. But sorry, my computer reminder. But hopefully the things will get better within the couple months before school, and I won't have to worry about that. I also am already registered with the Capilano Accessibility Services. I have some mental health issues, some anxiety, depression, as well as ADHD, and a learning disability. So that affects my learning, but it doesn't hold me back. But I am, with accessibility services. The only thing I really need is extra time on tests, but I'm pretty sure there's not going to be many tests in this program, but who knows? But yeah, that's the only thing that would affect my physical development. When you are in a stress-filled situation, what happens to you and how do you cope? Well, there's two different me's when I'm in a stressful situation. It really depends on the type of stress-filled situation. If it's a situation where something's gone wrong and we need to get something done, or if a prop has broken, we need to fix it, or something along those lines, I usually rise up and get that done. I usually make a list in my head of all the things to fix this problem, and I do those things. I do what I need to do to fix the situation. But if it's a stressful situation where I'm in a confrontation, I'm not one for confrontation. I hate confrontation. I shut down. I completely shut down, especially when people are yelling. That's something that I just kind of shut down with. So yeah, there's two stressful situations. One, I rise up and I get things done and try to fix the situation so it's no longer stressful. And then there's the other stressful situation where I just kind of shut down and cry. Which I don't think will happen much during the program, so you don't have to worry about that one. What makes you interested in training at Capilano University, and how did you find about us? Well, I went to Capilano for about 2 years prior to applying to this degree, so I guess that's how I found out about the program. Also, I have a cousin who graduated from the theater program not that long ago. His name is Will Rourke. He's my cousin. He told me a lot about the program, and he said it was very rewarding and challenging, but in a good way. And he had good things to say about it, so I would love to try it out. So yeah, I guess I found out and wanted to, I was interested in training at Capilano, I guess, through him. So yeah. And I think those are all my questions. Thank you so much for considering me, and thank you for your time. And I hope you stay safe. Bye.